So, Nityananda Prabhu, Mahaprabhu as a sannyasi and Brahmin, he could not talk with all type of persons. Sannyasi cannot talk with Sudras, cannot associate closely with ladies. 50% of the world's population is ladies. And the other 99% of what's left is Sudras. So how Mahaprabhu can reach, how can his mercy reach down? Therefore he reaches down, just like we don't put our hands in the sweet rice when we distribute. We need a spoon. So Nityananda Prabhu is like the Lord's expansion. How to reach down and give mercy to those people and places that even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could not reach. Of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is still reaching because Nityananda and Chaitanya are not different, but still. So, for that reason, some say he ordered Nityananda to marry. Nityananda accepted, even though he knew this was not very good because he was sannyasi. But still, Lord's order is prominent. So Nityananda not married for, in sense, enjoyment. Many rascals tried to say, well, Nityananda fell from sannyas and married, so Prabhupada can do the same. He would say that, but it's not the same, because Lord Chaitanya's direct instruction. So Nityananda, he approached Suryadas, the brother of Gaudidas. So he had two daughters, Janava Thakurani and Vasudha, Janava and Vasudha. So when Nityananda presented the idea, Suryadas, bewildered by Yogamaya, thought this is not good. I'm a Brahmin and Nityananda is an outcast, like Avadut. Like this, many things he was thinking. But some dream came, then he arranged the marriage. So first, he married Vasudha. Vasudha was elder. So anyway, this marriage ceremony described in other places. So after the marriage, but first when it was heard that she could not marry him, then Vasudha almost left the body, became stunned, paralyzed, like dead. Then Suryadas thought, my daughter is dead, so now she can marry Nityananda like this. Then the fragrance of Nitai came in her nostrils, she came back to life, and the marriage was done. So during the marriage ceremony, the younger daughter of Suryadas was distributing prasad. So one hand was holding a bucket, another hand was holding the spoon. So both hands were full. That time the veil covering her face began to fall off. So she manifested another two hands to pull the veil down. Four-handed form. So Nityananda saw that and pulled her on his lap and said, Suryadas, you not gave me any donation. So I take this younger daughter's donation. So this Nityananda's marriage is a very wonderful thing. Just like ordinary people have so many material plans, material desires when they get married, but who hears of Nityananda's marriage, all those desires are destroyed. Just like by hearing Ras Leela, all lust is finished. So by hearing about fulfilling the desires of the Lord, our desires become purified. So Janava Thakurani, she not had children, she performed the function of acharya. But Vasudha had children. But her first children were all killed by Abhiram Thakur. Abhiram Thakur, his cowherd boy, whenever any child was born to Nityananda, he would do dandavats to the child who would die. Who can digest the pranam of Abhiram Thakur? So this went on for a while. Some number of children were gone. I don't know why I'm telling this, but anyway. So new people should fix their minds. So Nityananda ordered, next when the new child was coming, he ordered the boatman, no one should bring Abhiram Thakur across the Ganga to my house. So all the boatmen got the order of Nityananda Prabhu, who will disobey. So all put stones in their boat and sank them. Then when Abhiram came, then all the boatmen knew, they ran away. Then Abhiram laughed. Nityananda is testing me. So he put his chada on the ground, on the water, sat on it and rowed himself across the Ganga. This is nothing for the associates of the Lord. And when the child was born, that child was Virachand, then again, Abhiram Thakur did pranam to it. But the child not died, the child just kicked him in the head. It means he gave mercy to Abhiram. Then Abhiram became ecstatic. This is the real child, the real son of Nityananda Prabhu. So Virachand, he did many wonderful things. It said who could not have the good fortune of seeing Lord Chaitanya, that same good fortune they could get by seeing the form of Virachand, like one second form of Lord Chaitanya. And he also distributed prem and destroyed the atheists all throughout Bengal. So he's very prominent acharya in our sampradaya. So today we little remember him. Today is also the appearance day of great Vaishnava acharya, Bhakti Rakshak, Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. So his name before initiation was Ramananda, and he was Brahman. So he said his heart was always attracted to Gaur Sundar. The problem is his father's side of the family were very much against all this Vaishnavism. They were more addicted to the smarter philosophy. No? So he was always like in between, like Maharaj getting revenge for this morning. I'll take it, just 2 minutes. Take it. I have the gong. No one gongs the gong. So, his whole life he was like between this like squeeze of his father's side and his mother's side. He said he always had so much affection for Radharani and Lord Ram, because their life is so much surrender and like giving, dedication and honor. But he said he could not understand Krishna. Krishna seemed like a debauchee and a thief and an unsteady person. So, his life also, he was forced to study for law. Like the first 2 years, then the third year he became so disgusted with everything, he just went for cow seva for 1 year. He not looked books, not did study anything. He just serving the cow. He said like himself, like a mad person. Then everyone said, you're from a poor family, your father is sacrificing a lot for studies. And he said, if Krishna wants, if Bhagavan wants, I will pass. And everyone failed the exam except for him. Then everyone was saying, Bhagavan exists. Proof is he passed the exam. So he met Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur at that time. He was preaching at Ultadanga. So he would go, and he said when he first saw Prabhupada, he had the feeling, here's a man who is like fully detached from everything. He don't care for anything. Like fully detached, self-sufficient personality in his words. Then he was going and very eagerly hearing the classes. Then one day he wanted to go in Prabhupada's room to talk to him. Then the guard said, no, you cannot come. Then he became a little offended. What is this? Why I cannot come? No, this is like illegal. Everyone should have sadhusanga. Then he remembered the story of Janak Maharaj. No, before Vyas would teach the Bhagavatam to Sukadeva Goswami, he had to go to Janak Maharaj for a test. So Janak Maharaj made him wait 7 days at the first gate, 7 days at the second gate, 7 days, 49 days without food and water or shelter or bed or anything. He made him wait. And he was watching. And then after 49 days, the messenger said, get lost, he won't meet you. But Sukadeva Goswami was completely unaffected. No anger, no desire, just Atmaram. So then Janak Maharaj saw this. This is a fit person to hear Harikatha. So Srila Maharaj remembered that. 49 days even Sukadeva Goswami had to wait. So he waited like that. No. He met Prabhupada, then Prabhupada asked him, why have you come? Through a messenger, because he was standing in the corner. The messenger came, why have you come? No reason, like that he answered. The messenger went back. Prabhupada said, without reason you couldn't have come. For what reason you've come? Like 2-3 times the messenger went back. Then Srila Sridhar said, I have come for the grace of all of you. Then Prabhupada's heart melted and he got him. Then he became very intimate disciple of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Prabhupada said when, especially he wrote one Astakam about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then when Prabhupada heard that Bhaktisiddhanta, he said, at least I have faith one man can present my philosophy when I leave this world. So he was a very wonderful preacher, very wonderful preacher. He said he was not very good at collection, but he liked to preach. So one time he went to South India to collect money. And the Dewar is like a king of that area. He was a very wealthy man. So the king said, no, I won't give, this Dewar will give. So Srila Maharaj, no, you are giving, you are the king. No, you give, go to him. And this man was atheist. So Srila Maharaj was not feeling very confident. So he went there, and this man said, why should we give money for a temple in Bengal? We are from South India. Like, better we spend the money on building a hospital. Then Srila Maharaj thought, emergency measures need emergency medicine. So he preached, Vikritati Brajabadudye Chamcha Vishnu Shradadvatat Anushunayat Atadvanayadva Bhakti Param Bhagavati Patilubda Kama Vidrod Akananvantache Achidite Dira. One who very carefully hears this Ras Lila, then all the disease, the burning desire in the heart will be extinguished. And Sridhar Maharaj said, as a pig we ate mountain of stool, never happy. We had so much like sex desire, so much eating, sleeping, but never satisfied. So what is the remedy? Only topics of Krishna. So when the Dewar heard that direct presentation, he began to weep. I will give money for your temple, Swamiji. I believe in God. So he was a very empowered personality. He wrote this Prabhupada Dasakam we sing every morning. Maharaj often said, this is like national anthem of Brahma Madhva Gauriya Sampradaya. And by reading that, how much he loved Prabhupada, how much he loved him, you can understand. So indeed, when Prabhupada was leaving, he called Srila Maharaj. And he said, sing for me Sirupa Manjari Pada. Then Srila Maharaj felt sad because he was not a very good singer. So he asked Puri Maharaj, Pramod Puri Maharaj, you sing, because he was a very wonderful kirtaniya. So Puri Maharaj began to sing, then Prabhupada stopped him. No, I do not want to hear the tune. I want to hear the mood. Then Srila Maharaj was forced to sing Sirupa Manjari Pada. So all his god brothers said to him, Prabhupada has given you entrance into the Ras section. So he was very, very philosophical, very straight dealing. He had so much affection all for his god brothers. He was so neutral. When the Gaudiya Math split, different factions were there, but he was so neutral. You know? Even people from the enemy camp would come to get advice from him. He was such a neutral person in that way. And his English was very wonderful. He had very close relationships with Akinchan Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Pragyan Kesava, especially Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Bhakti Vedanta Swami. Very close relationship there he had with his god brothers. So, anyway, what can we say? My 7 minutes is finished. Nityalila Parisht, Shibhakti Prat Bhakti, Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj Ki. And Guru Maharaj also too much close to him. Too much close. Too much mercy Gurudev got from him also. Anyway, these are big topics. Go Premanandi.